Good morning. I just finished 2 miles of a jog, which was pretty slow. And I want to tell you guys on this first week to push yourself to show up. Don't start running just yet, because actually when I first got started, this lady, she was like, "Are y'all just walking? Why don't y'all start running?" And I remember feeling this pressure like, yeah, we're young. We should be running right now. But I remember feeling like, no, we need to be walking. And so a couple weeks, 3, 4 weeks go by. And now I'm running, running. But if I would have let that lady kind of push me into running so soon, I wouldn't have built up the muscle and the stamina of building that habit. All right. So by the time it got to running, I already had the natural habit of getting up and getting out here for a walk. So I was like, well, I can walk a little and then I'll run. So I just want to encourage you this first week, don't push yourself too hard. Just show up for your consistent walk. If your struggle is showing up and just being there, that's what you should focus on every day at 7 a.m. Every day at 6 p.m., I'm going to be out there to walk. I'm going to get on the treadmill. When you push yourself and build that muscle, what's going to happen is you're really going to start naturally feeling yourself just wake up. And it doesn't take that much mental capacity. And I will say this, the mental capacity it takes me now to just jump up and get up out of bed is literally 0 to none. 0 to none. Maybe one day a week it's a little like, I'm moving a little slower, but it's 0 to none. Because I built the muscle, and that's what I want to encourage you, is build the muscle. Don't try to run and build, I can run a mile. Let me show you on the first few weeks. No. First, let's build the first week. Let's build the muscle of showing up every day, Monday through Friday, whatever that time is, whatever that place, and try to keep it at the same time. For me, my evenings are very weird. So some days I can come home after work. Other days I'm at the office all evening. I have calls. So I knew for myself, evening runs or workout was not very consistent. The best time I can do it Monday through Friday, every day at the same time, is between 5 and 6:30 a.m. Right? That's the time I know I can knock it out. Nothing really bothers that unless I try to sleep in, right? But once you start building that muscle, it literally does not take much mental capacity at all. And me and my husband even has said, like, you get up quicker now. Used to, you would kind of lay there for a while, but now it's like as soon as the alarm, you just up. Because the first 2 weeks really is all about building that muscle and building that habit. So, like I said, if I would have let that lady push me into running on that first week, now granted, would I have maybe, felt okay that week? Maybe, but I probably would have died out. I probably would have lost momentum because I was pushing so hard so early, and I could have hurt myself as well. So don't allow other people looking at you like, oh, you see the other girls running on the treadmill. You see the other girls taking runs. Don't let that affect you. You just get up and you do what's best for you. And for me, the first 2 weeks, all I did was walk. I walked 15 to 30 minutes every day, Monday through Friday, for the first 2 weeks. And before I knew it, I had built the muscle and the habit. And so then it was on to, now I can come out here and I'll walk a mile or I'll jog a mile or whatever. But the first 2 weeks, you're building that muscle, you're building that habit. And so my biggest encouragement is don't let me or anybody else make you say, okay, well, Morgan ran 2 miles today. I want to run 2 miles. I didn't get here overnight. I wasn't running 2 miles in my first month. I was walking 2 miles maybe, but I was not running 2 miles. And so I want to encourage you with that. Also, when you just go from 0 to 100 like that and not really pacing yourself, you're going to hurt yourself. I'm speaking from experience. I have hurt my ankles before. I've hurt my knee because I just went going so hard versus building up that stamina. Also, you have muscles and things in your legs that need to be built up. And as you're walking, you may walk up a small little hill, like in your walk, and you're naturally building up, you're toning up your legs. So don't think that, walking is not doing anything. It's improving your heart. It's building that muscle of habit. I will say, even with my walking, I noticed that my legs look better. My muscles in my legs were starting to show up just walking. That had nothing to do yet with running. That had nothing to do even with my calorie deficit yet, drinking the smoothies. Like, I wasn't even there yet. I was just in a walking state. So daughter of God, I want to tell you today, if you just show up and you walk and you move your body, you are going to improve. And right now I am all sweaty from a 2-mile jog around 5:30. I think I got out here by 5:30. My alarm clock went off at 5:15. And that's something I can tell as women on their first week. lay out your workout clothes. Okay, so I always like have on Sunday I wash all my dirty clothes, including my workouts, and I have all 5 outfits in one drawer. And so and I put them in order on how I feel like I would wear them. And so Sunday night, I'll just go and grab Monday's outfit. So tonight, before I go to bed, I'll go grab Tuesday's outfit and lay it out for me. And with my shoes and everything. Doing that is where you don't have to use mental capacity in the morning. You're not standing in the closet like, okay, what am I about to put on? You know, the only time I ever feel like I have to switch out is if it's raining. I might throw on a raincoat. But besides that, that's it. You should not have to use any mental capacity, but when the alarm goes off or when it's time, or it might be after work, you should automatically know, oh, here's my workout clothes, they're laying there. Let me put my workout clothes on or my workout shoes and let me get out here and knock out this walk, right? It should just be natural and it should be habitual, because that is how you're gonna build that habit. And that's why I really push doing it the same time every single day, okay? And some people are like, well, my life in this, so you have to pick the time where you can do it Monday through Friday at the same time, right? And so some people are like, well, it works better for me on Saturday. Well, okay, if you can still do it at that same time, do Saturday or Sunday. But my biggest encouragement is keeping that around the same time, because that builds that muscle. And so now my body, it's not always easy, I'm not gonna lie, but now my body is pretty used to like 5:40, by 5:30, my body already wakes up. Between 5:15, 5:30, my body will just wake me up. Even if it's a weekend, and I'll be like, oh, go back to sleep. It's not a run day. But Monday through Friday, I'm like, oh, well, we're gonna go ahead and get up, even if it's before your alarm or if it's right at your alarm. So building that muscle, building that habit is really gonna help you. And right now, I just finished a 2-mile run this morning. I look sweaty and everything, but I feel good. And I will say that after every workout, if it's a walk, if it's a run, if it's a trot, if it's a skip, if it's a dance, whatever, after every workout, you will feel so much better. You will be glad and proud of yourself that you did it, okay? So keep your word to yourself, whatever you have thought and prayed and journaled about. Also, while you're doing this first week, be a little aware of any emotional eating you're doing. Be aware of any triggers. Be aware of any habits and addictions. Let's say, like I said, I used to eat gummies and chocolate like every couple days. One day I'd have a pack of gummies, the next day I'd have a pack of chocolate. Like, that was a little addiction I was just feeding into. And so pay attention. If there's something you doing habitually, pay attention now and say, okay, I'm not gonna have that on Monday. I'm not gonna have that on this week. Start cutting those things out, because if you think, oh, it's just a little piece of candy here, but those things add up when you do it all day, every day. And last year was my first year as a teacher, and I will say, y'all, I ate candy every day, because as a teacher, you keep candy in your drawer as prizes and incentives for kids. And so sometimes I would just flop out all day, different times throughout the day. It would be a Starburst, it would be little Skittles or something. I would be putting candy in my mouth. And I noticed when I got back to school this year, I said, hey, you're gonna take the candy out of your drawer. It's gonna be in your closet, and you are not gonna have candy. When kids have candy, you will not have candy, okay? And so see, those are little things. So if you're working and you know you have chocolate in your desk, get it out of there. If you notice at work time they're bringing donuts and stuff, bring your own thing. If you're like, oh man, sometimes our jobs do eat bad. If they're bringing you donuts every day and stuff, try something else, okay? So yes, ladies, I just want to encourage you, show up this week. This isn't about pushing yourself to the limit. This isn't about running miles yet. This is just about building the muscle of showing up. So you can lay out those clothes, you can pick that time. But the reality is, even if you only walk 15 minutes, girl, show up this week. Show up for you.